A little bit about myself. I grew up in the Eastmore area between Bexley and Whitehall. Grew up going to the Bexley Library. I'm a lifelong card holder. So it feels really special, especially significant for me to be here because I've been going to this library my whole life. And I want to thank the library for allowing me to speak, even though I owe $1,000 in fines. But just kidding, I only owe $100 in fines. No, so I'm going to tell you about these amazing women in this documentary. These were Black women, all of them from Columbus, or at least the ones I interviewed are from Columbus. They were world famous professional wrestlers back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. This story I think is of interest, not only because we're in Black History Month and we're on the cusp of Women's History Month in March, but this really is a little known piece of Columbus history and Ohio history, and it's really a piece of Americana that's been lost until now. So how did women's wrestling, how did it come to be based in Columbus during the mid-20th century? And how did, of all things, how did Black women get involved in professional wrestling back in the early 50s before the feminist movement and before the civil rights movement had even begun? So it is actually all due to this white man, Billy Wolfe. I don't know, some of you may be familiar with the Wolfe family that owns Channel 10, used to own the Dispatch, and some of them actually live here in Bexley. So Billy Wolfe was no relation to them. He was actually from Missouri. He started out as a wrestler, and he became a wrestling promoter, and he eventually settled here in Columbus. And I always say Billy Wolfe, he started this women's wrestling enterprise based in downtown Columbus, and I always say Billy Wolfe was like Charlie from Charlie's Angels, because he was like the kind of the hidden force behind this organization that put women at the forefront.